Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham. Alongside Jim Hardy, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Kind of a great weekend for Auburn athletics, actually. The Auburn baseball team scores 5 in the 9th inning against Florida on Saturday. Wins that game, wins the series. They actually win a softball game against a very highly ranked Florida team on the road. First SEC win in quite a while. For the softball team on Saturday, you had Auburn A-Day taking place as well. Auburn got away with no major injuries. So that's always a wonderful thing.
I know we don't cover a lot of it just because I've got a girl and into girl stuff. The Auburn women's tennis team won the SEC over the weekend.
Auburn's women's tennis team, very highly ranked all year.
Yep.
They win the SEC. So it was a great weekend for Auburn athletics. So certainly. Some
say, but then if you dive into this spring game, others say,
oh, terrible.
Are we in for another mess?
Yeah, anybody that dives into the spring game and is concerned or elated, you're a fool. I'm sorry, but you cannot take anything from a spring game. It is just that, a practice. So, but we will talk about what happened, people's reaction of what happened, what Coach Golish thought about it, some of his comments as well. As always, we love to hear from you, 256-234-6221. That is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. I think, Jim, probably a big reason that there was, if there is some, negative reaction to it, it was specifically tailored to the play of Byron Brown. You bring in, he's the unrivaled starter. Right. You know that going in. He comes out and throws a couple of picks in this game, and maybe I don't think a lot of people were very impressed. On the other hand, Tristan Tia, it seemed to impress a lot of people. People really like his play in this game, thought he played extremely well. That's the backup quarterback. So I was not at the game. I will fully admit I've seen some highlights of the video of it, but didn't watch it unfold in person. There's certainly a difference there.
Yeah, there's a lot of, if you go out there and cover the message boards and the other shows covering it and all that, the obviously icing on the cake is the Brown situation. Everybody thinks he's, was the next Cam Newton, and now he's came out there and he's went, 7 for 14 or something, some minuscule numbers, and
2 picks.
People were freaking out. And then Tia, some would say, watch one show, and they say, boy, he's great. He's the next coming. The next show says, no, he's playing the second-team defense, so don't put too much stock into that. Yeah. Then your running backs, everybody says, oh, well, Cobb only got 4 carries, but he ran for 1,000 yards in one game, and had 60 yards, I think, in like 4 carries.
Yeah.
But then the other backs, they're talking about slow and chunky, and it's a constant, everybody. The one that jumped out to me the most was the attendance. That lets you know what
34,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You impressed or no?
No, I'm not impressed.
Not impressed. That's typical for an Auburn A-Day game.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. I would have thought, just like they did with Freeze the first year out of the gate, I want to say he was in the 50s, where it was people were excited for the new atmosphere. I think we've gone so long without a winning season, I don't think the pep is there until we start winning.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If you've got more than 30,000 at a spring game, I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I think 30 is perfect for a spring game.
And what makes that number so magical?
Just because that shows you that the fan base has got some sense.
Yeah.
They don't. The lunatics like Alabama are the only ones that will sell out a spring game. I mean, I'm a big. That's the way.
Yeah, I'm not looking for
honest.
I don't want to guess to say in a 90,000 seat stadium over there. I'm not looking for a sellout.
Yeah.
But if you're getting a third of that, then that kind of tells you those. Even read reports that after the thing was over with, a large number of those stayed and wanted autographs and pictures with the team, and those are your
That's why you go to
That's
why you go to a spring game.
Right.
You bring your kids and let them go and let them do the autograph thing.
They spend the whole day there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you pull what we were trying to do here is pull the statistical, analytical, all this stuff apart from it and try to figure out what good things we saw, what bad things we saw. I mean, what'd you left taking with it?
Again, from what little I saw, I listened to it though.
Okay.
For what that's worth. I think, and I'll say this, I said this last week going into the game, and I'll say it now. In 2010 spring game, I came away thinking, are you kidding me? What's the big deal about Cam Newton?
Right.
He looks like, judging by what he did in the spring game, I think Auburn may win 7 games. That was my thought.
Right.
And then halfway through the first game of the year against Arkansas State, I said, okay, we may have something here. He may be the best quarterback I've ever seen. So is Byron Brown going to be the best quarterback I've ever seen? No. But I would not put, everything into an admittedly subpar performance. Mm-hmm. I don't put hardly anything into that. There is no panic in me whatsoever. Now, all of a sudden you got a guy that's also in that game, a guy that's been playing football for 4 or 5 years now in Cole Best. When you have multiple high snaps that are messing up plays, and one of them was a direct result in a turnover. So you're like, wait a minute, what? So that's just kind of bizarre. Yeah. So should you be worried about that? Probably not. It was just one game.
I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to pull that apart, because could you look at the defense maybe stunning, doing things he's trying to get a jump on, and he's snapping the ball, already trying to move and get that step out there. It could be something on defense he hadn't saw all spring. They may have but that's even more concerning to me, because I know on Saturdays he's going to see stuff he might not have seen.
Yeah.
And how do you adjust, and how does that make happen? And the Brown situation, everybody's pulling it apart with the 2 interceptions. But Jared Smith made one hell of a play on the screen pass that he jumped his arms up there and got it.
Well, isn't that always the case when you're playing yourself?
Yeah.
Is it that maybe the defense is elite?
Yeah. Now that's the one thing.
Is that when people aren't taking that into consideration?
That's the one thing that keeps going around all the circles from Saturday's game being over to this morning. Everybody's talking about how good the defense is. They're seeing the depth in that secondary. The safeties are playing better. They're very impressed with the 2 edges. I mean, the only question marks they're hearing, and it's only minor, is that interior defensive line. Can we get pressure with those guys without him having to bring a linebacker, without him bringing a safety, without him bringing somebody extra into the box to get those blitzes? Other than that, I mean, there's everybody across the board is calling that defense something to watch.
Well, clearly, I mean, one couple of the biggest standouts in the game, one of them was Jared Smith.
Yeah.
You mentioned.
Yep.
That was one of the questions. I mean, could he take the next step as a sophomore this year? He was a freshman last year, clearly. But he looked the part. He acted the part, and looks like, yes, a resounding yes, he's going to take the next step. Okay? On the other side, you got the guys. I mean, you still got Chris Murray coming back. Mm-hmm. But like you said, that interior defensive line, there's a lot of bodies there. And I think they showed enough to say, yes, those guys, we've got enough bodies to plug into that middle. But in the linebackers, I think we know what we got coming back with them. The secondary was an issue. Woodby looked really good. Mm-hmm. Rayshon Pleasant didn't play in this game, I don't think.
No, they didn't.
But some of the other guys that they brought in at cornerback and secondary, they looked really good. So, yeah, the defense, I think everybody's looked just kind of rest easy to say, okay, I think the defense can be really, really good. So what does that mean as far as the offenses that we've seen? How did the offensive line look? Did they protect well? Well, it's impossible to say, really.
They moved so many pieces around during the spring. They literally had Best stayed there, and I forget the guy's name out on the end, Madison.
Joe Simmons.
Joe Simmons stayed there for all the reps of the one. Center and left tackle stayed there. Everybody else was mix and match like Legos. You know, I mean, they had guys in there for a few plays, guys out of there a few plays. I think they're still living up to what he said early in the spring. He wants about 8 or 9 guys that he feels like he can interchange at any position, and that's what he's trying to do.
Do you think we can find 5 and be really good?
I don't know. That's the question mark to me, because you got to wait for Stanton to come back and get fully healthy.
Who hasn't even played.
And see what he provides. If he can be that lockdown guy on the other side, then you can kind of narrow it down some more. But he's got to play up to the level they're wanting him to play to, and then we just don't know. We haven't seen him.
Right.
Here's the question. I'll bring it to you on the defensive side that we were on just a second ago. Everything coming out of that thing is tempo, tempo, tempo. They're going back to the old Gus Malzahn NASCAR, let's go the line fast as we can go. We've all seen it over the years. If you've got an elite defense, you can run them to death. If they're on the field, offense goes on the field 3 plays and comes off, and on the field and off. I mean, yes, you can score quickly, but you can also run a defense in the ground.
True.
Now,
you can run your own defense in the ground.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So can we sustain that, I guess, what I'm asking.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out. I don't think we'll know. We won't know the first game of the year, probably next year, but we'll know after a couple of games.
I think that's, and I'll leave this and we'll come back and talk about it when we get back, but I think that's a clear sign of the coaching staff understanding what players they have. You're not looking at a wide receiver group that's elite. You got some good pieces, but not elite guys. You don't have a Cam Coleman out there. So what you do to a defense is you run to the line so fast, you get them confused, and Singleton's open, and Spencer's open, and this guy's open, and you can spread it all over the field.
Deshaun Spencer, came out. A lot of talk about him.
Yes.
A guy that wasn't really talked about a lot coming into the spring. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We're just getting started on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
there's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of Chevys, from Silverado trucks, Tahoe, Suburban, and Traverse SUVs. Every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. For air that's cool and clean, call on Sensagreen. The Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. For all your personal injury needs, give them a call today. Hopefully you can avoid that kind of thing, but accidents do happen.
I got to interject on that. I told you the other day, I rode to the zoo for spring day because it's my daughter's birthday.
Right.
Well, we covered an hour-and-a-half trip to go there and back, and I promise you I saw no less than 15 billboards with Glenda Mitchell's face on it.
Yeah.
I mean, she is advertising.
Burning up the road. Yeah.
Burning it up.
She is. I mean, you learn from Alexander Shinara.
Yes.
I mean, the man had a strategy. Go and find every billboard you can and put your face on it.
Call me, Alabama.
Call me, Alabama. Have a phrase. She is following suit with that, and she's basically out Shinaroing Alexander Shinara.
She is Shinaroing somebody.
334-604-7927, the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, and we appreciate her sponsorship for all Auburn Blitz programming. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, longtime sponsor, with us for all your needs. No jobs too big, no jobs too small, commercial or residential. 334-531-0199. All right, we're talking about the A-Day game. What were your thoughts about that? Deshaun Spencer gets the offensive MVP for whatever that's worth. Jared Smith gets the defensive MVP, and Alex McPherson makes a 55-yard field goal. Everybody to a person said he looked so much healthier right now. Hopefully that continues. Hopefully they got everything straightened out and his health just continues to improve.
Don't need him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's just so nice to have an automatic from 55 and in. That's something that you can't put a price tag on. So, and I know everybody's just rooting for him just because it's a great story, a great comeback story for him. So, Obviously, again, there were a lot of highlights, and some lowlights. Maybe some of that. But we did look up during the break. We were talking about Cam Newton. I mentioned what a lackluster game he had in 2010. His numbers were
3 for 8 in his first spring game at Auburn. 3 for 8 and 53 yards.
That's why everybody came away and was like, wait. And then a week later, Gus Malzahn or Gene Chizik said, oh, by the way, Cam Newton's going to be our starting quarterback. And everybody was like, wait, based on that performance, what are you talking about? So I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in how Byron Brown looked, his numbers. But, there are a lot of factors that go into that. But we'll see what happens.
After being 3 for 8 with 53 yards in his spring game, he had 4,427 total yards.
Yeah. It was not indicative.
Now, if we go back and look at I think it was the Brown numbers last year, he threw for over 3,000, rushed for over 1,000, so he had 4,000 something yards in a full season.
Yeah.
That's the other parts people's got to pull away with it. Yes, we threw 2 interceptions, but you also pulled it away from him that he couldn't run. You wouldn't let anybody tackle him. There was no way to see his full array of weapons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I base a lot more on what Brown did during a year, well, actually during two full years, his sophomore and his junior year, than or his freshman and junior year, I guess, than what he has done in a spring game. But nonetheless, that being the case, that all being said, what were your thoughts? Did you go to the A-Day game? What did you think? What was your impression? Give us a call, 256-234-6221. We'd love to hear from you. Also, over the weekend, or today, actually, Auburn gets another commitment for the basketball program. Another big guy, another 6'10", front court guy, Owen Freeman from Creighton. He's got 1 year of eligibility left. So now Auburn has added Freeman, Bucky Oboye, and the Frenchman, Narcisse Nagoy. So you're talking about three guys nearly 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So Auburn's going from hardly any size to, and again, I still don't know I hadn't heard anything about Emeka Oporum. And that's another guy that's 7 foot. So maybe that's telling me he's not going to be back if you're bringing in all three of these guys. But I don't know. We'll see. He was kind of hurt. I think Freeman was. Last year he had a knee injury, so he didn't get going until late. So he only averaged about 12 minutes a game with Creighton last year. So he's kind of coming off of a down year, but hopefully he can get back to his form the previous year when he was averaging about 11 points and 7 boards a game. That'd be nice. Auburn Board of Trustees did, in fact, we talked about this last week, they did, in fact, approve the north end zone construction, revitalization, whatever you want to call it, of Jordan-Hare Stadium. You seen the renderings of that, the video and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah. It's actually lining up really well with one of the first segments we did several weeks ago, the Ask Andy, when you built your own stadium. I think they were listening.
I think you're right. So that it's actually going to begin construction in 2026, summer of 2026, and it will be completed in the spring of 2029. At least that's the schedule.
Good night.
Yeah, it's going to be a little slow process here over the years, but you already got the scoreboard up, and they'll start working on the rest of it here.
So will they do like LSU and some of the other ones in the construction zones, put up like mannequins and let people sit in those areas for cardboard cutouts?
Good question. I don't know. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Sensi Green.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Join the 43rd Alabama State Games, June 12th through 14th, 2026. Compete in Olympic-style events and support Alabama youth sports. Discover the power of sports. Registration opens March 1st at alagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz Andy and Jim here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They are the sponsor of our post-game material on all. Brett and Faith had post-game there after the spring game, as well as all the Auburn ball games. Go and check them out. Check out their website, steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. Check out their daily lunch specials as well as all the deals they have going on right now. The food is tremendous. The people are wonderful. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. You'll be glad that you did to go and check them out today. All right, Jim, Auburn baseball, ever since Auburn was swept by Alabama on the road in Tuscaloosa, they came back and lost the midweek against Georgia Tech, another very highly ranked team. Since that 4-game losing streak, Auburn has won the series against Kentucky. They have won the series against Arkansas, highly ranked. Now they have won the series on the road at Florida, highly ranked. It was, I think, in one poll, it was number 6 versus number 7. So Auburn now 10-8 in the SEC. They have risen all the way. I don't know what I've seen them as high as they were as high as 6 coming in. I'm not sure what poll that was. They're number 11 in another poll. So they're somewhere in between there. You probably could say they're a top 10 team, but 10-8 in the SEC, 27-12 overall. The cream seems to be rising to the top.
It's slowly that's starting to show you that the Alabama series was kind of an anomaly, that a few things didn't go their way. That, they should have actually, that second game in that series, they should have picked up a win there. But it's, as they always say, it's statistically, it's going to shake out the better teams playing so many ball games. You're going to have some that a pitcher don't show up on his best day, give up a few runs, and it'll eventually, in the end, show you who the real teams are.
Auburn, drops the opener 6-3. Alvarez does not have his best game. He's just a little bit off. Gives up 4 earned runs in that one, and Auburn unable to climb back in it. I'm going to tell you something, though. L.J. Cormier, true freshman, man's a stud. He's going to be he's going to be a starter, or you could throw him in the starting rotation next year. He's getting some really quality experience, but every time he goes out, he's a shutdown kind of guy. He has been really, really good this year. And you also got a really nice contribution from a senior, Abe Chancellor, who came in a game that was kind of out of hand. Auburn was down 6-0, or they were down 6-3. I'm not sure. But Abe kept them in the game. He pitched 3 innings of one-hit baseball and allowed Auburn to spare the bullpen a little bit for the next couple of days. That may have been the difference in the series.
Sure.
So a big tip of the cap to him. Auburn comes back in Game 2. You get a nice performance. It wasn't, again, his best, but you get a solid performance from Marciano. Jackson Sanders comes in. He was tremendous. 4 innings for him. Again, 1 hit. And Auburn able to take that one 5-3. On Saturday, Alex Petrovic gives up a 3-run homer in the first inning. And Auburn's all of a sudden, down 3-0 at the beginning of that game. Nobody panics. He settles down. Auburn starts to chip away a little bit. Petrovic ends up going 7 innings. Doesn't give up anything after that 3-run homer. And Auburn, like I said, battles back. I think Bub Terrell hits a home run in the 8th to tie it 3-3, and then Auburn scores 5 in the 9th and crushes them. It was a big-time game, and then Hetzler comes in and closes it out. But very good series, again, for Auburn. They've got Oklahoma. Actually, they got Samford in the midweek on the road at the Hoover Met. and then they get Oklahoma coming in. Oklahoma is number 14 in the country, so it doesn't get any easier any week you play. But they're talking about Auburn now as being I was watching the SEC Network, and they're talking about Auburn and just kind of assuming they're going to be a host. They're going to probably host a regional. They look like a College World Series team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with the pitching, you got to say that.
Well, I mean, it happens, but you'll have teams in any sport that they don't get too high, they don't get too low, they just kind of go along all season, and they're just really, really good. Mm-hmm. 2010 Auburn football, mm-hmm. they were great the whole year. 2004 Auburn football, much the same. But most teams kind of are like an EKG. They go up and then they kind of come down, and they go up and this Auburn baseball team kind of had a lull, but they're on the rise, mm-hmm. and they're continuing that arc. That's where I would like to be right now. Well, that's where they need to be.
That's what you want in any sport, is building your team's confidence going toward the postseason.
No doubt. So hopefully they continue their winning ways. Maybe they can take care of Oklahoma this weekend. And then let's see, if they could win that series, that would put them at, let's just say they win the series. That'd put them at 12-9.
Mm-hmm. That'd be 3 away from what we thought magical number would be 15.
Yeah, then you only got 3 series left.
Yeah. Pick up 1 game each, you get to 15.
Yeah. And you got some tough games left, but you just take them 1 game at a time and just try to win a series. Don't do too much. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Big wins all year long. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air once again is giving away concert tickets, race tickets, highly coveted prizes, and more. Want in? Follow Dixie on Facebook to see how to play along.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Just a couple more segments left in today's show. 256-234-6221 is our number. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. Again, Auburn softball, they lose 2-3 from Florida on the road in Gainesville. But nonetheless, Florida is number 7 team in the country. It's really good. They lost the series, but my goodness, boy, they needed a win, and they finally got one. Brilliant performance, pitching performance by Ella Harrison. She went 7 innings, scattered 8 hits, was really dominant on in the circle, 7 strikeouts. So congratulations to her. And if you watch that game, it was on. I think it was on the SEC Network or ESPN2 or something. But if you watch that, you saw how good of a pitcher she can be. She's very talented. Just a sophomore, so maybe that's something they can build around as far as the pitching staff. It's kind of a she was the one that lost. I think she threw a complete game and lost 1-0 to Alabama. You know, I mean, if she had any run support this year, her record probably would be a lot better. Auburn's overall record would be probably a lot better.
Is that on the husband or the wife? I think the husband
is the hitting.
Yeah. So you think he's getting
one half of the Malzahn?
You think he's getting any reprimand at the house when he goes home?
Malvo, I don't know. It's a good question. One half the Malvo is not doing a bang-up job here. So
here's another question to that. Do you fire at the end of the season? Do you fire the hitting coach?
Only if they get divorced. Okay. So no, the pitching coach is a different guy, I think.
Right.
But yeah, you got to bring in at least 2. Now take that. I mean, they've also got a freshman pitcher named what is her name? Charlie Butler, and she's shown some promise as well. So maybe they're slowly trying to bring her along.
Yeah, but it's what you said. You can have the greatest pitching in the world. If you can't hit the ball, you're still going to lose 1-0.
Yeah, right. I would have thought Auburn, this team would have hit the ball better. They started out the season hitting the ball. I don't know why they've hit such a skid here, but we'll see. Obviously, this season is about to be over. I think they've only got one more series left.
Okay.
Maybe no, I take that back. They've got two. They play Ole Miss, who's terrible. They could actually win this series, Jill, because there's only one team that's worse, or two teams that's worse. Ole Miss is 2-16 in the league. Auburn's 3-15. So it should be a good.
It should be a fight.
Should be a good matchup here with Ole Miss. So, and then I think they finish up playing LSU for 3, and that's the end of the regular season. It's off ball.
Wow. Now
So
they still make the SEC tournament, correct?
I think they will make. Yeah, everybody makes the tournament.
Right.
I believe. And,
That's what I was thinking. Everybody made it, so they would probably see an Alabama or a Florida, right out of the gate.
I would imagine so, or an Oklahoma or an Alabama.
That's what I said. Oklahoma would probably be saved for the bottom of the barrel if that happened to be Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And then we would get to
because there's an odd number of teams. I'm wondering if the team that's at the dead last bottom gets left out.
I don't know.
I'm wondering. I'm seeming like that.
Or does the top number 1 team get a bye?
It's a good question.
Say like Oklahoma gets a pass for the first day or something.
Yeah, you would think maybe the first top 4 get a bye, but I don't know. I can't remember. I figure out how they do it.
Right.
But anyway, Jim, did you hear about this over the weekend? Beginning in 2027, college football could possibly have an earlier starting date to the season.
I heard some whisperings of it, but I wasn't too confident.
The NCAA Football Oversight Committee on Thursday recommended a standard start before Labor Day weekend.
Goodness.
So normally that Labor Day weekend, that's that first weekend of college football we all look forward to. Mm-hmm. Now they've been having kind of a week before that. They would have that. Seemed like last year, didn't they? They had that game in Ireland, and
That's correct.
the week before. But
yeah, you get a lot of them calling it week 0.
Yeah. Under the proposal, the regular season would begin on the Thursday of what is now called week 0, and still end on the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Schools would have 14 weeks to schedule 12 games. This model would give teams 2 open dates and allow for flexibility for potential changes to the postseason. You okay with that?
Well, and it kind of goes along the lines of what I was reading up on too, is there's 2 major networks now, ESPN and Fox, trying to work together to come up with a 2014 playoff. And if they're going to move it up that far, that gives them time to play that many number of teams and games. When we come back, we need to get your thoughts on 24 teams in a playoff. Is that too much?
It's too much for me. But
That's a lot of ball games.
More college football, I've never really had a problem with more college football.
Okay.
Less college football, I would have a problem.
All right.
All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The office is on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. You said talk of 2014 playoff?
24.
Yeah, I think 16 is fine. I would be fine with 16.
Because you'd really be talking about 24. You'd have 12 ball games in that first round. You cut it down to 6 ball games, 3 ball. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how they would figure all the timing. But then it's almost like that's the reason I brought it up, because of what you said, is if they're moving the season up, they show you they're moving it up for a reason. They're trying to fit more in there. Somehow, I do believe this is the last year we ever watched an SEC championship game. I think it's done.
I think if you go to that big a playoff, I think you probably got to.
Yeah. I just think it's over. It's not – the teams that are going there are not really getting a large benefit from being in it.
No, hardly any.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a detriment.
Taking injuries while you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think? 256-234-6221. Give us a call one day this week and let us know what your thoughts on that updated playoff.
Now, did we cover the 4 years and 5 that they've implemented now for college football? That you have, it's starting August, I forgot what it was, of this year, college football, NCAA has now made the rules that you have 5 years to complete your 4 years of football, period. And that starts as your graduation or when you turn 19 years of age. There's like a little flip-flop in there one way or the other. Either you turn 19 first or you graduate first. But whenever you graduate, you literally have 5 years to play college sports. There'll be no more people playing it when they're 27, 28, 30s, all that mess.
Until somebody sees. Well, I hope so.
Well,
I hope they keep it that way.
I do too, because I think that's what we enjoy is watching a college sport of 18, 19, 20-year-olds playing ball, not teams. And to be fair, Auburn took advantage of it too in basketball. We had some 24-year-olds out there playing basketball.
Yeah.
That would have never happened had we had a 4 years and 5 rule.
Right.
So from the time you turn 19 in August of this year, your clock starts ticking.
Okay.
So I like it.
I like it too. Yeah, let's keep it that way. All right, it is April the 20th. On this day, 1939, the great Ted Williams, Teddy Ball Game, first Major League Baseball hit. One of the greatest hitters of all time, the Splendid Splinter, Ted Williams. Happy birthday today, George Takei, Sulu on Star Trek.
Don't know that one.
Born on this day, 1937.
May the force be with him.
Yeah, a little different. Yeah. The great Steve Spurrier.
Oh,
born on this day, 1945.
That was one that really
79 years
rubbed
old.
a lot of people raw by the way he coached, aggressive and mouthing off and all that. But the only thing I have to say about that in athletics is if you can back it up, buddy, you can say whatever you want to say.
Coach Superior. He was a innovator. There's no question about it.
No doubt.
Born on this day, 1945. Happy birthday to Coach. Jessica Lange, fine actress, was in.
Now, would that be her acting skills or her physical skills?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah. She was in King Kong, the 1970.
Was that who Kong was holding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the 70s or 80. What was it?
Oh,
80,
not the newer version.
82 or 78, somewhere around.
Oh, wow.
I forget. Late
She's
70s,
gotta be in
early
her 80s then, huh?
She's getting on up there. 1949. Yeah, she's late 70s. Clint Howard, brother of Ron. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was, he was one of the, he does all these little bit parts and everything. But he was in The Water Boy.
Okay.
He was one of the Cajuns that.
Was he the older man that talked a lot, or he was?
No,
he was the little black-headed guy.
He was one of the ones that the two guys that were always having the conversation that knew nothing about football.
Oh, that was Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah,
Rob.
he was another one.
Yeah,
But he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know him.
All right, Don Mattingly, born on this day. Donnie Baseball.
Sweet swinging.
Yeah, 1961. Crispin Glover, born on this day, 1964. He played George McFly in Back to the Future.
Okay.
He was also in Friday the 13th, Part 4. Yeah.
Did they kill McFly?
He did. Yeah, he killed him. I think I know he took, I'm fairly certain he took a corkscrew to the hand.
Wow.
And I believe a machete to the head.
To the head.
I believe.
So
I can't remember.
Not coming back from that future.
Yeah, no. he took it pretty good. Allen Houston.
Okay.
Played at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
He was still probably one of the top leading scorers. I bet he may still be top 10 in the SEC all time in leading scorers. But went on to have a great year with the Knicks as well.
Mm-hmm.
In the NBA.
Follow, off topic a second, did you follow any of this weekend, the big Morgan Wallen concert in Tuscaloosa?
I did not.
Oh, it was sold out stadium.
Who is that?
Morgan Wallen, big country music singer.
Okay.
Yeah. He pulled off a big get back at him, though. He's a huge Tennessee fan.
Oh, really?
And everybody that bought a ticket, he gave you these little light-up wristbands and everything to be really cool. Everybody loves them getting at concerts. Well, when it got dark and they all lit up, they were all orange. So the whole stadium lit up orange.
That's pretty funny. Happy birthday also today, Carmen Electra.
The only thing I remember about her is Dennis Rodman.
She married Dennis Rodman for about, 40-something days. Yeah. Born on this day, 1972. She was a bit of a firecracker.
Mm-hmm.
Carmen Electra. Something tells me, though, that's not her original name.
No.
Carmen Electra, but Nonetheless, happy birthday to her. Born on this day, 1972. My goodness, she's in her 50s.
Wow.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. We appreciate all of you out there being with us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.